Not every caliber is fortunate enough to achieve the iconic reputation of the .30-06 Springfield or the .270 Winchester. These two seem to endure across generations, unaffected by the constant arrival of newer cartridges. Meanwhile, other calibers quietly fade into obscurity, gathering dust on the shelves of gun stores. Their ammunition becomes scarcer, and their loyal followers hold on to memories of a time when these rounds were more popular, much like an old veteran reflecting on days long gone. But the real question we need to ask is, are these calibers truly outdated, or are we making a mistake by letting them fade away? While some of these cartridges may have been overshadowed by more powerful, better marketed, or more efficient options, they still offer distinct advantages that no modern cartridge has fully replaced. Some of them are unsung heroes. Others were ahead of their time, and a few were just victims of unfortunate timing or poor marketing. Today, we're going to explore 5 rifle calibers that are slowly being forgotten. But before they vanish entirely, let's take a closer look to see if they still deserve a spot in your collection. By the end of this, you might find yourself hunting down one of these old favorites before they're gone for good. Let's dive in. .220 Swift. Once a revolutionary force in the world of firearms, the .220 Swift changed the game when it was introduced in 1935. It made history as the first commercial cartridge to break the 4,000 feet per second mark, and for many years, it held the crown as the fastest rifle round ever. Known for its incredible speed, the .220 Swift was the perfect cartridge for varmint hunters. Able to take down coyotes, foxes, and prairie dogs with remarkable accuracy over long distances. But in recent years, it started to fade from the limelight. So what happened? The answer lies in 2 words: 2250 Remington. The 2250 has essentially taken over much of the .220 Swift's territory, offering similar performance with fewer drawbacks. It has less barrel wear, better availability of factory ammunition, and a greater variety of rifles chambered for it. The Swift gained a reputation for burning through barrels at an alarming rate, and as powder technology advanced, its once dominant speed advantage became nearly negligible. Does that mean you should avoid the .220 Swift today? Not necessarily. If you're a collector, reloader, or simply someone who loves classic, high-velocity rounds, the Swift still holds a unique charm. It's a thrilling cartridge to shoot, and with proper barrel care, it can still be a highly effective tool for varmint hunting. However, for most shooters seeking a more modern and practical choice, the 2250 Remington or even newer options like the 6mm advanced rifle cartridge would be much more sensible picks. .253 Savage. Once a groundbreaking cartridge, the .253 Savage was a true trailblazer in its day. Introduced in 1915, it made history as the first commercial round to surpass 3,000 feet per second, earning its place as a speedster ahead of its time. Hunters favored the .253 for its superior power compared to the .243 Winchester, making it a popular choice for a variety of game. But what led to its decline? The answer is simple: progress. In the 1950s, the .243 Winchester emerged as a more versatile option, offering better long-range performance and a wider selection of factory ammunition and rifles. Over time, the .243 gained popularity, and the .253 Savage gradually became a relic, fading into obscurity. Is it still worth purchasing today? If you find a Savage 9.9 chambered in .253, it's definitely a valuable piece to add to your collection. The round is smooth shooting, has minimal recoil, boasts excellent accuracy, and holds significant historical value. However, For those seeking a more modern and accessible alternative, the .243 Winchester or 6.5 Creedmoor are far more practical options to consider. 264 Winchester Magnum. When the .264 Winchester Magnum was introduced in the late 1950s, Winchester believed they had a game-changer on their hands. Designed as a fast, flat-shooting Magnum to surpass the .270 Winchester, it promised to give hunters an edge at long distances. For a while, it seemed poised to dominate the hunting scene. However, things didn't quite go as planned. A key mistake on Winchester's part didn't help its case. They initially loaded the .264 with lighter bullets, while Remington took the smart route by marketing the 7mm Remington Magnum with heavier, higher ballistic coefficient bullets that performed better on larger game. As time went on, the .264 Winchester Magnum struggled to find its place. Today, it's mostly relegated to the hands of dedicated collectors and reloaders. Factory ammunition is extremely rare, and most major rifle manufacturers have stopped chambering rifles for it. Is there still a reason to buy one? For serious handloaders, the .264 Winchester Magnum remains an excellent long-range hunting round. It's fast, flat-shooting, and incredibly capable when paired with the right bullets. However, for most hunters looking for practicality, the 6.5 precision rifle cartridge or 7mm Remington Magnum are far superior and more accessible options. .358 Winchester. When the .358 Winchester was introduced in 1955, it was a caliber that seemed destined for success. Essentially, a .308 Winchester necked up to shoot .35 caliber bullets. The .358 Win had a lot going for it on paper: compact, powerful, and perfect for hunting big game in dense, wooded areas. Offering impressive stopping power at close to medium range, it was an excellent choice for elk, moose, and even large bears in thick brush. So why did it fail to catch on? The main culprits were poor marketing and its narrow appeal. Winchester never fully pushed the .358, and many North American hunters were already content with the .3006 or .270 Winchester, leaving the .358 without a strong following. Over time, the caliber struggled to gain traction. Today, it's all but forgotten. Factory ammunition is hard to find, and fewer rifles are being chambered in .358. But for those who use it, the .358 Winchester remains a favorite. In areas with dense timber and shots under 200 yards, it's one of the most effective calibers for close-range hunting of elk and moose. So, should you buy one? If you primarily hunt in thick forests or brush, the .358 Winchester is still a great option. However, for those who prioritize ammo availability, calibers like the .338 Federal or .35 Wellin are more practical and accessible choices. .280 Remington. If there's one rifle caliber that truly deserved more recognition but never got its due, it's the .280 Remington, designed to fill the perfect middle ground between the .270 Winchester and the .3006. The .280 offered a flatter trajectory than the .3006, while allowing for more bullet weight flexibility than the .270. On paper, it was arguably a superior choice to either one. So why did it never take off? The answer lies in poor marketing. When Remington introduced the .280, they made the mistake of positioning it as a mere incremental improvement over the .270 Winchester. Since the .270 was already incredibly popular, hunters saw no real need to switch to the .280. Over time, the .280 Remington struggled to gain traction and has slowly faded from the spotlight. Should you still buy one today? Absolutely. The .280 Remington is a fantastic all-around hunting caliber, and for those who reload, it becomes even more versatile. But if you're looking for a more modern alternative with better ammo availability, the 6.5 Creedmoor or the 280 Ackley Improved are more practical choices in today's market. Now that we've explored these forgotten calibers, it's time to address the big question. Are these rifle cartridges worth saving, or should they remain relics of the past? The answer isn't simple. Some of these calibers definitely deserve a resurgence. With better marketing, improved factory ammunition support, or simply more attention from modern rifle manufacturers, many of them could still thrive. For others, their time has passed, and newer cartridges offer superior performance. So, what do you think? Have you ever hunted with or used one of these calibers? Do they deserve a second chance? Or should we let them fade into history? Drop a comment below and let's discuss. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. There's plenty more firearm content coming your way. Thanks for watching, and as always, shoot straight, stay sharp, and we'll see you in the next one.